great. And then, as a change agent, you have led projects that turned huge ambitions. I mean, even billion-dollar opportunities into tangible results. And so just kind of picking on what we've been talking about, when you're facing that kind of scale, I mean, how do you decide where to start and then how to keep the momentum going?
That's such a great question. I remember this great article from Harvard Business Review, and I think right now it's probably a little bit over a decade ago that it was published. And this article talks about deal killers, right? And this applies to any sort of things we do. But when you step back and you think of an initiative or a project or a product, there's always a few things. I often think of this as seeing the forest through the trees, right? A few things that are absolutely critical to getting something going, that without them, it doesn't matter how many details you get right, the whole thing's going to fall apart. And when I think of these large strategic initiatives and projects I've driven, right, I always start to center at the deal killers, right? And to me, there's two very common deal killers across anything, right? It applies across all domains. Can somebody understand it? And can they support it? And that's generally where I try to step back and start. How do you convey what it is you're trying to accomplish in a way that anyone at any level, from the C-suite down to, that person coding in a back room or working on mainframe code or training the AI or handling the support calls, that they can all understand the goal of this initiatives. And it doesn't have to be sort of that one elevator pitch sentence for all the different levels, but to have that cohesive picture that everybody from top to bottom can really understand the goal of it. That's sort of step one in making sure you can drive people behind that strategic initiatives. And the second is obviously, can they support it, right? So understanding what it is, but how does this align to what they hope to deliver or how they hope to grow, or a pain point that they see in the world that needs to be solved. So for me, when you boil it down to sort of those two critical deal killers, you're really able to align teams and people behind the right thing and get everybody pointed in the right direction. Then it gets complicated. But I'd say without those things, you don't have a strategic initiative that's able to deliver $1 billion of change.